Hello everyone, and welcome back to another weekly market update from Zylostar.
Markets were mixed as rising Middle East tensions pushed oil prices higher, while cooler US inflation increased hopes for future interest rate cuts. Tech stocks declined after recent gains, with investors awaiting PMI data and central bank updates.
Yes, that indeed what happened, along some interesting updates, and we shall talk about it in a minute. Let's see how that's looking on charts. Alright everyone, here we are kicking off our weekly market outlook. Now, speaking of the previous week, almost every asset moved as we had anticipated. It was only gold that moved downwards, which made a lot of sense actually, because there should have been some retracement on oil prices, and the retracement actually went perfectly as in technical outlooks, and that fundamental reasoning of the US and Iranian tension arising once again had caused the prices of gold to go down and the prices of oil to retrace to the upside. Now, I'm going to talk about gold in a second, but let's start with Nasdaq. Now, Nasdaq, exactly as we had anticipated, a down movement to the downside. Well, it had found support exactly on the level of 28,200s. Yet we can expect a continuation to the downside, breaking below the support, this one. So speaking of that, there could be actually a retracement to the upside before we see that break to the downside. We could see the break directly. If you wanted to hold your trade as in a swing, you should have shorted, as we've been highlighting this short opportunity on Nasdaq for a couple of weeks by now. But if you are looking to short now, then wait for a better confirmation. We still don't have a decent confirmation to short from this price. If we get it by Monday, it is. If we get the retracement, it would be even better to short. This is about Nasdaq. Targets remain the same. 28,000 as in for a first target and 27,000 as in for a second. Of course, not a financial advice, only analytical outlook and opinion. So this is about Nasdaq. Now going to gold. Yes, gold has been moving to the downside. It moved a bit exactly for the reasons I had spoken to you guys, which is the pressure on oil prices. And when I say pressure, the price is increasing, not decreasing. So that caused a negative pressure on gold because people had to buy USD in order for it to go up. But we can clearly see that this shouldn't hold for too long because EURUSD actually went up, so euro is positive, and the momentum of this downside movement is very weak considering early stages when oil prices were actually having a lot of, let's say, pressure to the downside. So gold is looking decently right now. It is creating some sort of a descending channel unless gold breaks above this price. When we speak about, let's say, all right, unless we see a break before 4,110, gold remains to have that bearish sentiment upon it when we speak about technical side, technical wise. But even though this downtrend is going there, we can see that there is a lot of weakening of the bearish momentum technically on this chart. So we can expect a smooth movement to the upside happening. However, a comfortable position shall be opened prior to post a breakout above 4,110. Otherwise, we can consider going long, but you have to be very cautious about your risk management. Otherwise, if the fundamental factors don't come within the next week, we shall see a continuation of bearish movements on gold that will not be impulsive as before. So that is about gold. Going to EURUSD, we can see that there is strong bullish candles with slight retracements. The price now actually is, I'm not going to say at a critical price, but it is in the middle of a consolidation. We have strong indications that the price should go up from here, and also huge bearish sentiment upon EURUSD because of that candle, speaking of those who follow technical analysis for decision making. So from here, the most probable scenario is for it to continue going to the upside, but we do have a slight percentage that it might fall. This actually will be determined by what we shall have of economic reports by the upcoming week if geopolitics don't jump into the picture. Either ways, when speaking of Forex, guys, economic calendar or economic reports affect Forex trading way more than geopolitics, in my opinion. So keep an eye on it. It is not optimal for you to trade EURUSD for a swing, but for day trades, of course, there will be opportunities. Follow your strategy and in accordance to your risk management. Now, speaking of Bitcoin has been consolidating a bit, but we can see that there is slight of a bullish sentiment upon it. The same analysis I've been speaking to you guys for a couple of weeks by now remains the same. We can expect the next target for Bitcoin to be 67,000, reaching to this resistance here. Now, that is about Bitcoin. Going to Nifty 50. Nifty 50 also, as anticipated, continued moving to the upside. Well, momentum is not as strong. Markets now are a little bit volatile because this rise or re-emerge of the tension that is created in the past week between Iranians and Americans should have not really happened in normal conditions. All right, they reach an agreement. They should, or at least we're about to reach an agreement. They should have reached to an agreement. Now, before we wrap this up, something important I'd like to share is about Nasdaq or related to Nasdaq. Two things that I would like to share. There are rumors about United States Oil Holding, which is a token that might be publicized to control the prices of oil. Still, we don't have any official announcement in regards, but that might be the case. Second of all, because of the rising demand on AI, focus with me now, guys. In order for AI to send an email of 2 sentences, it consumes about 1 bottle of water to cool it, for cooling, all right? So a lot of figures in the market, financial markets, are speaking about these points. It could be a very, very good time to invest in water companies. Because yes, analytically, we are seeing that a lot of AI companies are going to face troubles to deliver what they had promised as in expectations in production and revenue and all of that, which is the AI bubble thing. But we have to keep in mind that this does not mean it will be the end of AI, because some companies will deliver. And probably when we speak about blue chip companies, they will deliver. So that being said, the demand on cooling for AI will increase, which will automatically require more water. So investing in ETFs for water supplements or water purifying companies could be actually a good move to be done right now. We have examples like FIW or First Trust Water, which is an ETF combining multiple companies that purify water and deal with the matter in different aspects actually. And also Invesco Water Resources or PHO, which is another ETF. I'll leave you guys to look or search in regards on your own time. If you have any questions about this matter, because it's not a part of our weekly market update, I'm not going to dive into a lot of details in this matter, but if you'd like to know about a certain thing, feel free to leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you, or our team will get back to you in regards. That will be it for this week. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, and see you in an upcoming one.